Okay. Using the inline view only, we can use the column alias names in this queries. In the normal queries, we cannot use the column alias name in the where clause. Okay. So and also when you use the row number concept, so in the row number, when you use the normal query, so you won't get the data if you use the equal operator or if you use the greater than. Okay. So only in the inline view, you can use less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, or equals to. But in the normal queries, so if you use the row number, you must use the compulsory less than or equals to only. Without that, you won't get the data here. Suppose if you say select a star from EMP where row num less than or equals to 7 if I write, then I'm getting the data. But if you write equals to 7, you won't get it here. Same way greater than or also you won't get. In the normal query, so what it will do? Always row number starts from the 1 only. Okay. So when it is starting from the 1, you have to use the less than or equals to. So suppose if you want to use the 3, you can use the row number less than or equals to 3. But in the inline view, you can use the row number less than or equals to 5 or equals to 5, whatever you want, you can use like this. Okay. Yeah. Less than or equals to 10 if you say you're getting the 1 to 10 records here. If you use the directly 10 r equals to 10, then you are getting the 10th record. So greater than means remaining 5 records I am getting. Okay. Same concept here, and also only the difference in the normal query row number will be we have to use the less than or equals to only. And also in the normal query you cannot use the column alias name here. Okay. So in the inline view only you can use the column alias name here. If you observe, R I am using instead of the row number. Okay, suppose if I want to get the random records from this table, then I can use this select star from, again select row number comma or row number r comma emp dot star from emp where row number, that means r in 135. And suppose you want 1 2 also, then 1 2 3 5 like that. Or else if you want 2 4 6, you can use like this. So you will get the specific record also using this inline view concept. So in generally, subquery is not allowed to use the order by class. So that's why you use inline view. In the subqueries, we cannot use the order by class, so that we can use the inline view queries. In general, column alias names are not allowed to use in the where class condition, so that we can use in inline view. Okay. Same way, suppose if I want the art rows only, then I can use this mod function in this inline view. Select star from, again select row number r comma emp dot star from emp where mod of row number comma 2, that is alias name I'm giving, r comma 2 is equals to 1, then I'm getting the 1 3 5 7 9 11 13. Same way if I give 0, then I will get the even records 2 4 6 8 10 12 14. So in the normal queries, suppose if you write the alias name in the where clause. If you write the alias name, what will happen? Select salary, comma salary into 12 as a annual salary from EMP, where annual salary greater than 30,000. I want to display here, but it will throw the error. Why? Because annual salary is column alias name here. Okay. So this column alias name in normal queries, it won't work in the where class. So my requirement is write a query to display the employees whose salary, annual salary is more than 25,000. So how will you write this? Then you cannot use in this normal query. You have to use the inline view query. And you select star from, again select ename salary, salary into 12. There is the annual salary here. If you see this is the column alias name I am giving from EMP, where annual salary greater than 25,000. So same query, if I am executing here, it is throwing the error. But here I am getting this using the inline view. So if you see any difference here, I am using the select star from here. I am using here again some columns. Select the ename salary, comma salary into 12. So select star from means this from this entire table. This is like a entire table. This is one table for this select star from. For this select star from, this whatever the selected part is, that is acts like as a table. Okay. So on select star from, again within this select ename salary, salary into 12 annual salary from EMP, and again after that where class. Okay. So this where class works for this outer select star from query. Okay. So on this column alias name is there. Okay. This is works only in the inline view only. So using the order by clause in the subquery, how will you use this order by clause in the subquery? So how to write, I want to write a query to display first five highest salaries of the employees from EMP table by using the row number along with the inline view. So how can you use that? Again the select star from, again select star from EMP order by salary descending order. Okay. So if you see this, select star from is the EMP order by salary descending. So what it will do, it will first arrange the records into the salary descending order already. So where row number less than or equals to 5. For this entire, from this entire data, I'm going to take only 5 records. Okay. So here another requirement is write a query to display fifth highest salary of the employee from employee table using the row number along with inline view. So inline view means immediately you have to get the idea, that is in the from class, after the from in the table place we have to use the other query. Okay. So what if I'm getting this query by using this query select star from EMP order by salary descending where row number less than or equals to 5. With this I am getting the first 5 records. Okay. So but I want exactly fifth record here. Requirement is to display fifth record only. Then I can say, here I can say 4. With this query, I'm getting 4 only. So here I can write minus. Okay. Operators are there now. So I want exactly the fifth record. So that here with this inline view query, I'm getting the first inline query. I'm getting this first 5. With this, I'm getting the first 4. So when I'm using the minus operator, then it should be as per this minus operator. What is the logic? It should be present in this select statement, and it should not be present in the second select statement. So that means fifth record only extra in this query. So that only it is going to display when you use the minus operator. Okay. This is about the inline view. So inline view you cannot. So you have to use the query in place of the table name, that is one point. Another in the inline view only you can use the column alias names in this where class condition. That is the main thing. So any doubts on this inline view? Next move on to next topic, that is TCL. That means transaction control language. So what are the transaction control language means? So TCL commands will be dealing with the transactions only. Within the transactions, all the TCL commands are valid. Transaction is nothing but a set of DML operations with commit or rollback. That means a group of DML operations within with a commit, or a group of DML operations with a rollback. Within the database transaction, we'll start with the DML write operations. So DML read operations can be part of the transaction, but DML read operations is not the starting point of the transaction. Suppose if you use the select statement, what it will do? Select only, it will read the data from the database or whatever the tables you are giving. Whereas insert means it is writing into the database or writing the data into table. Update also same. Delete also, it will delete the data from the table. That means that is write option only. Merge also it is writing. Okay. Select is a read operation. Select can be a part of the transaction, but select is not the starting point of the transaction. It can be within the transaction. Okay. Transaction can start with either insert or update or delete or merge. Within this 4, only transactions will start here. Ending point of the transaction is either commit or rollback. So that means whenever you are using the insert into table, so what we will do? Either you have to use the commit or you have to use the rollback. When you use the commit, it will save the data into table and in the database. But when you use the rollback, data will not be saved into the database. So transaction, it is saves the transaction on the table, and transaction is nothing but a logical unit of work, either insert, update, or delete. So under the TCL, we have three commands, that is commit, rollback, and save point. Okay. So under the TCL, we have the commit, rollback, and save point. Commit means it is used to save the data permanently into the database. And again, there are two types of commits. One is implicit commit, another is explicit commit. So implicit means it is applied by the system. Okay, so automatically system will use this commit. Explicit means either user has to manually give the commit command, or you can use the commit button here. So whenever you are creating the table, so are you giving any commit command after creating the table, or after creating the synonym, or after creating the views? Are you giving the commit command? So create table std 20 underscore 23, if you say, so serial number and sname I am taking in this table. So after executing this query, so what will happen? This is the DDL command. Along with the DDL command, implicit commit will be fired. That is auto commit is there. So no need to give the manual commit, or no need to give this commit button. That means whenever any DDL commands are you are using, there automatically implicit commit will be fired. Okay. So whereas in the DML operations only, we have to use either explicit commit, or you can use the rollback or save point. So whenever you are creating any object, there you are not using the commit separately. That means that is implicit commit is firing along with that create option. Okay. So I have created this table. So here auto commit is fired, or you can say implicit commit. So now I'm going to insert into this records, some of the records here. Insert into this table. This is the underscore 3. Here what is happening? Once you insert the record here, insert into so I'm using this insert into table name values 100 comma Rohan. One row inserted. So once you commit, what will happen? So only one record it is displaying. Again, I'm going to insert two more records. Then I can use the commit option. Instead of the commit option, suppose if I use the rollback, what will happen? So before that, I'm using this. Now table has the 3 records, but instead of the commit, suppose if I say rollback, so what will happen? So after inserting the first record, I have used the commit command. So again after that, 2 records I have inserted. After that, I am rollback used. So whatever the first record it is saved, that is only displaying when you after rollback. That means once you commit that only whatever the transaction before that, that will be saved into the database or in the table. But when you use the rollback, it is not going to store in the table. Okay. So same I am using this insert command. So after that, I'll use the commit. Then only all the information is stored into this table. Okay. So whenever you are using the create command, create any object, there is no need of the commit separately mentioning. Okay. So auto commit will be fired, or you can say implicit commit. So rollback. Why we will use this rollback? It is used to cancel the previous transactions. Rollback is applicable for DML statements only. Okay. Rollback is just opposite to the commit. So rollback will undo the DML operations that we perform on the database, which is not committed yet. Okay. Before commit, when you use the rollback, the transactions will be discarded. But once after commit, if you use the rollback, there is no change. Okay. So same when we are using this insert commands, so after inserting the record, some of the records here. So I have inserted sixth record here. Then if I use the rollback, rollback is completed here. Now you can say what is the data in this, only 105 only, up to 105 only it is there. This record 106 is not present. Why? Because we are using rollback. When it will be saved, when you use the, after inserting, when you use the commit, then only it will be saved into this table permanently. So before commit, if you use this rollback, automatically the last record transaction insert statement, it will be discarded. You can see that only up to 105 it is there. Okay. This is about the commit and rollback. So tomorrow we'll continue with the save point. Okay. So what is the save point, how it works? We'll continue on tomorrow. So any doubts on this? Commit and rollback? Okay. No doubts. Okay, you can stop it. We'll continue tomorrow.